Welcome. Do not forget to like and subscribe. The popular Zazu crooner Portable has been warned to guide against marching on the tail of a tiger. A former lawmaker who represented the good people of Kaduna Central Senatorial District, Shøt, has taken to his official Twitter page to react after Habib Okikiola, popularly known as Portable, claimed that he was the founder of a notorious gang called the 1 Million Boys. It was reported that Portable, in a viral video, claimed that he formed the gang and another notorious group known as Àrrést Boys. However, in a statement, Muyiwa Adejobi, first public relations officer, said that the Lagos Commissioner of Police has been asked to investigate Portable over his alleged ties to 1 Million Boys. This particular statement made by Portable has attracted a lot of attention as many Nigerians, including Shøt, took to the social media platform to react. And it's not just Shøt that is actually reacting to this. Several other celebrities like Portable has also took to their social media handles to react to what Portable said. And while sharing on his official Twitter page, that's Shøt, the president of the Civil Rights Congress of Nigeria, Shøt, made it known that Portable should be mindful of what he says, so he won't put himself in trouble. Well, not just be mindful of what he says, but also what he does. What you say and what you do determine your personality as a human, and especially as a celebrity. You have to be mindful of what you say and also what you do. The fact that you are a popular celebrity should make you realize that people look up to you. They see you as their role model and therefore emulate what you do. If you give positive attitude and values, then your fans or followers would be positive. But if you give a negative attitude, your followers would definitely reciprocate. You might think that it does not concern you, but it concerns everyone, even the society at large. When this happens, it only makes the society to be full of vices and corruption because of what you feed them with. Therefore, the fact that you're a celebrity should be enough reason to offer positive values, because people would definitely feel the impact of what you give out. According to research, 1 Million Boys is a code name of a robbery gang known for its notorious robbery activities around Lagos and its surrounding. The gang was originally formed in Ajegunle by a group of about 20 boys with the aim of fighting perceived injustice in the city. But some members of the group hijacked the group into being involved in criminal activities. But why is this so? Why is it that a group that was actually formed to fight against injustice has been hijacked to carry out heinous criminal activities? Well, it has been observed that those actually that constitute the 1 Million Boys are children that are meant to be innocent. They are the ones that are actually in this 1 Million Boys group, and that's why you should be mindful of the kind of friends you keep. You should be mindful of those you communicate with. Peer group pressure also contributes to this. The gangs Portable claimed to have formed were extremely dangerous and crude during the lockdown. During the lockdown period, the activities carried out by these so-called groups was really heinous. It was really bad, as several people lost their valuables to this group, several girls were raped, and several unthinkable things happened during that period. and people lived in perpetual fear. They robbed so many people of their valuables and committed all sorts of atrocities, like raping of girls and killings. They were so brutal. And if in actual truth Portable is behind the creating of the 1 million boys and Aja boys, then he didn't do the right thing. Then it's now up to the security agencies to conduct proper investigation. A thorough investigation should be conducted, and they should look into the matter. They should look into what Portable said and investigate him. And I don't see any reason why someone would say what he did not do. Therefore, I feel there is an iota of truth to what Portable said. And in the issue of cultism, is now something that's very common. Is now something that you see everywhere. It's not just limited to universities alone this time around, but if you go to secondary schools, you find them there. You find cultists in secondary schools. Even young boys as little as 14 years, they are affected by it. Tell me, what could be the reason why they indulge in such acts? Who could have introduced them to that? Our religion doesn't permit brutality, but we find out that what these cultists actually do, they are really, really brutal. Really brutal. Most of all these cultists that you see around today, what I feel actually lead them into indulging in cultism is peer pressure. That's just what causes it. While some can be youthful exuberance or parental negligence and all that, but most times it's actually peer pressure. That's why we should always be mindful of those we communicate with. We should always be mindful of those we relate with in schools and everywhere. And parents too should also be mindful of the people their children keep company with. They should not just leave them like that to just go on their own. They should also be mindful of those that their children talk to. They should be mindful of their children company, and they should also take notes if they've noticed any change in their child's character. They should take appropriate measures to correct it, because actually when such a child grows up, he becomes a menace to the society. Even in schools, they should also be mindful. They should also be watchful of their students. They should take notes. Any change in their students' attitude, how they relate with their fellow peers, they should be corrected when they do the wrong thing. Teachers should learn to correct the children when they do the wrong thing. They shouldn't just leave them like that simply because maybe they are not my children, so why should I bother? When these people becomes vices in the society, everyone is going to be affected, because they are definitely going to terrorize everyone in the society. So the issue of cultism actually in its preventive measures is not just left to the parents alone. The teachers and everyone in the society should also take part in helping to build up a child in the right way. Well, do not forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications to get more news updates from us. Thank you.